What's up, guys? Jerome here from Pleeka, and today I'm doing my Legends of Tomorrow video for episode 3 of season 2. And really quickly, I just want to say that I filmed my Arrow video for this week, but when I was done, I don't know what the hell happened. I know everything was recording. I plugged the SD cards into the computer, and the audio was just gone. And I really didn't want to refilm. I didn't really have time, and it was just... So, no Arrow video this week, obviously, but I did film it, and I was pretty annoyed that it didn't come out, but oh well, let's move on. Arrow was great this week, and I will do a video next week, most likely. Alright, and my number 5 one was everything that Heatwave said about ninjas in this episode. I loved his little... Heatwave is one of the funniest characters on the show, so I really love like his little jokes they put in, but I love that he was like fascinated with ninjas, and at the end when Vixen threw the little ninja star at the table, and it hit his sandwich, and he was like so happy. He's like a kid in a candy store looking at that thing. But I loved all his little moments, like talking about ninjas and all the little references he made. That it was like really fun. And my number 4 is that Steel/Citizen Steel got his powers, and he came like all metal. He was kind of like I can't think of the guy's name, but he was on Flash. He was on 2 episodes. He was on Kevin Smith's episode last year. Girder. It's just like Girder kind of, except he can't really control his powers. He kind of can at the end, but I think that'll be like a cool thing throughout the season, is that he won't be able to control him up until like the end, and then maybe he'll get like full access to all his powers. But I really like how it looks. The CGI is really good on this show, like at least like for TV, you know. But his powers are pretty cool. He basically turns all steel, and I kind of like that they were just calling him Steel, because like in the comics he's Citizen Steel. Like I wonder if he's gonna become that later, because he did kind of like name drop that. But like I don't know why they would all of a sudden call him Citizen Steel. Like it doesn't really make sense. But I really like the name just Steel. It's pretty cool. I really like the new guy on the team. He's really cool. I like his powers. I like the way he interacts with people. He seems like a really fun guy on the show, and he's way better than the Hawks, because they suck. And my number 3 is that Adam, when they fell into China, this big Chinese like samurai stole his suit. So the whole episode was about them trying to get it back and them fighting him and all this stuff. But at the end, they had to destroy the suit. So I'm thinking is what they're gonna do is, because he doesn't really have like an Iron Man-ish suit in the comics, so I think they're gonna go into a more like normal like leather kind of suit for him, but with some like secret abilities inside us, like to help him shrink, because he's not a metahuman. He can't just shrink himself. So I think they're gonna add things like, oh, it's from the future, but like make him become a better looking Adam, which I think will be cool. And like he won't have to carry a suit around all the time. He could just like put on the outfit, and it'll be a lot easier to do, and it might even look cooler. So I'm excited to see like where they go with his suit from there. And my number 2 is the whole fight scene at the end, like with... We have White Canary, she's swinging the swords, fighting the guys, and Vixen comes up and gets a sword. We have Heatwave in the forest, and the ninjas jumping in the trees, and then the whole last fight scene with Adam, and then Steel shows up to protect the girl. Like, their choreography for fighting on the CW is really good. Like, it's probably one of the best on TV. To me, it's up there with Game of Thrones. But that whole fight scene at the end, like, even the way they shot it, like, they had, like, drone shots up in the air and, like, all this stuff, like, it was, like, really cool looking. And my number 1... Man, this pissed me off, but in a good way. Firestorm finds it. Jackson and Stein, they find this secret room that Rip Hunter left for them. Well, didn't leave for them, but Rip Hunter hid in the ship. And they go in there, and there's a message from Barry Allen. And they play the first little bit, and he's like, oh, I don't want your team to know this, blah, blah, blah. Cut. Goes to the people fighting and all this shit. What the fuck did Barry say? That's my number 1. What did Barry say? I have no clue what he said, and I know it's probably going to do with the crossover, most likely, but oh man, I just really wanted to know. The whole episode I was like, God, they're not going to let me know ever. And then at the end, Sarah comes up to them, and she's like, oh, I know, what's the secret? And they're like, what? And she's like, oh, the ship was destroyed when we left it, and now it's all fixed. And they're like, oh, okay. And like they said, like they're gonna keep the secret. When she left, they're talking. And they're like, yeah, well, Barry is pretty adamant on not letting the rest of the team know. But I mean, obviously, eventually we're gonna find out. But I bet we're not gonna find out until like episode 7, which is their crossover episode, which is real annoying because I want to know. But I know it'll end up being good. But yeah, that's my number 1, is that what the fuck did Barry say? And I want you guys to comment down below what you guys think it was. I've seen a lot of people say that like it's a side story, and that it has to do with the Reverse Flash, and like Rip Hunter's going back to fight the Reverse Flash, and like Barry's room is going to be like 17 Barrys in that room and a Rip Hunter now, which that'd be kind of neat if they did. But also that would mean every time that they redid that on the Flash, which they seem to do every season like multiple times, that they'd have to add Rip Hunter in it every single time, which might get kind of difficult for them to do. But yeah, that's it for my Legends of Tomorrow video this week. Thanks for watching. Please comment down below what was your favorite moment from Legends of Tomorrow this week. And also, I want to shout out, because I shouted this out in my Arrow video, but obviously that didn't come out because I'm a retard. We changed the name of our podcast. It used to be called Talking TV with Nick and Josh. Now it's just the Pleeka podcast, which makes a little more sense. We do 2 a week, and Hess isn't on one of them, a.k.a. Josh, a.k.a. Fat Ninja. But yeah, so we changed the name of that. And I also want to shout out that on Monday, so tomorrow, I'm a Goldfish has a special Halloween episode. We talked about like over maybe 50 movies, like our favorite Halloween/horror movies. We did a poll on Twitter for the best Halloween horror movies. We each picked our favorite ones, or at least like ones that we really, really like. So if you're interested in anything like that, go check that out. It'll come out Monday, probably around 7:30 Pacific Standard Time in the morning. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.